everyone, I'm Sarah from Everyday Starlet, and today I wanted to do something a little different. I know the hashtag Dear Me tag has sort of been circulating around YouTube. It was YouTube's way of sort of doing something for International Women's Day, and I know that already passed, so I'm a little late on the boat with this video, but I decided I wanted to do one anyway because I just think it's such a great movement. Basically, the idea behind this video is to give advice to your younger self so that young women around the world can see these videos and know that things are going to get better, and basically, you know, just maybe they can take some of that advice and learn from it and grow from it. And I just thought that was a really great concept. So I actually didn't plan anything for this video, so this could get really random, but I just wanted to kind of do a little bit of like what I would say to my younger self. I'm probably a little bit older than a lot of the people that are on YouTube. I know I don't look it because, you know, I take such great care of my skin and I look so youthful. So it's been a long time since I've been young, so to speak. So I guess I'll just jump right in. The first thing I probably would tell my younger self is blondes do have more fun. So one day you will be blonde and you will know that. I was really hard on myself when I was younger. Very insecure, like painfully insecure. And it's funny, people that like knew me when I was like in high school and stuff are like totally shocked. I think most of them thought that I was like mute because I never spoke. I was just so awkward and so uncomfortable in myself. And now I couldn't even get up in front of a classroom and actually give a speech or even give an answer when I raised my hand. Like, I never raised my hand because I was just too afraid to talk in front of people. And then I joined the drama club, and for some reason getting on stage was just a totally different thing. And now I'm a stand-up comedian and I basically public speak for a living, which is so weird to people that knew me back then that hear that I do this now. They're like, she didn't talk. How in the world does she do stand-up comedy? I guess one of the things I would tell my younger self is the things that you're most afraid of are probably going to be the things that you're the best at. Getting up and talking in front of people was something I never thought of. I could barely pass English class because I just couldn't pay attention and I wasn't really interested in what I was doing. And now I'm actually a published writer. I don't have a book out or anything, but I've had essays published in magazines. I've had essays published in, humor book anthologies. So I feel like I want to go back to like my old like writing teachers and be like, ha ha. But yeah, I mean, some of the things that scare you the most are probably going to be the things that you end up being the most successful at. Yeah, it's those things that people think are your weaknesses that are going to end up being your greatest strengths. I would also say, I know this is a really common thing with the Oscar speech, but just stay weird. Like, you know, I feel like when you're younger, and I know I felt it, there was like this pressure to like fit in and be like everybody else. And now I meet people that do that try to fit in and be like everybody else. And I'm like, they are boring. Like, it's just like, be yourself. It's so cliche, but it's so true. Like, just be who you want to be and be what feels right for you. And as long as you're not hurting anybody else, then go forth and prosper. I would tell my younger self, you're prettier than you think you are. I thought I was so unattractive when I was growing up. I just hated the way I looked. Like with a passion, I hated the way that I looked. And I mean, I haven't had any major surgery, and I'm not trying to be arrogant or anything, but I don't think I'm that hard to look at right now. So I think I needed a lot of time to grow into myself, and I would tell my younger self, like, you are much prettier than you think you are. That said, as much as I put pressure on myself to be thin, I would tell my younger self, don't worry so much about being thin, but I would tell my younger self, like, I wish I had started being healthier younger. Like, I would tell my younger self to not focus on the size of your clothes, not focus on, how you look in the mirror, but focus on how you feel. You're going to feel better after eating a salad than you will after eating a candy bar. And that's what you should be doing, is eat what makes you feel good afterwards and get up off your butt and exercise. You don't have to, you know, do like a Britney Spears workout routine. You just need to like get up off your butt, go for a walk, be active, and that's what's important. It's not how you look, it's how you feel. And I wish I had started doing that younger. I would also tell my younger self to not worry. You don't have to know what you want to do for the rest of your life when you're in high school, because some of the things that you are going to do in your life don't even exist yet. Like, I'm probably aging myself, but like blogging wasn't even a thing. Like, the internet existed when I was in high school, but it was like not really a thing. Like, we had like one computer in my high school that connected to the internet, and I think they ended up having to get rid of it because some kid in my class got like expelled from school for like looking up porn or something, because it was like so new. Like, they didn't have like blocks and stuff because the internet was like so new. And by the time I went to college, things had changed and the internet was more of a thing. But like, blogging existed, but it wasn't something that like people did. I mean, it was just kind of a thing, and like YouTube was just like a gleam in someone's eye at that point. Like, it was not a thing. And you know, that you don't have to decide in high school exactly the path that you're going to take for the rest of your life, because I know I struggled with that and jumped around with a lot of different jobs in my life, and some of them were great, but not for me. Some of them were miserable, but I learned from every single one of them. I would also tell my younger self, when it comes to men, all the boys that you have a crush on that you think won't go out with you because you're fat, they're all gonna get fat. I swear to God, every guy I had a crush on in high school that like wouldn't go out with me. And I don't know why they wouldn't go out with me. I just assumed it was because I was fat. And I hate that word fat. I was overweight. I just assumed that that was why. Maybe it wasn't. I don't really know. I was a nice person, so I can't imagine. But you know, I was also really insecure. So I don't know why they wouldn't go out with me. But every single one that I've actually like ever like seen, like either online or seen in person, whether they recognize me or not, like they've all gotten fat. So that's just a sweet little irony of life. Yeah, a lot of the girls that were mean to you in school, yeah, their lives are not going to go well. And I know it's not good to take pleasure in other people's pain, but it'll feel good someday, trust me. I would also tell my younger self, not so much in high school. I didn't date in high school because nobody really wanted to date me in high school, but that's a whole other issue. I would tell my high school self, eventually boys are going to want to date you, and eventually a lot more boys than you want to date are going to want to date you, and you're going to have to get really good at trying to weed out the good from the bad. I would probably tell my college self, this is one of the most important things I think about relationships that I think every young girl should know. Like, you are never going to regret going too slow with a guy, but you're always going to regret going too fast. Whether he dumps you or whether you stay together or what, like at the end of the day, you're never going to regret moving too slow. So if you are unsure about what you should be doing with a guy or whether or not you should, you know, move faster, and I mean physically, emotionally, anything, you're never going to regret going too slow, but you're always going to regret if you go too fast. I would also tell my younger self, don't force yourself to have people in your life just because you want people in your life. Have people in your life because you want them in your life. And, you know, having a whole bunch of like girlfriends is not the most important thing in the world. At the end of the day, I have a select group of friends, and to be honest, most of them happen to be gay guys, and my boyfriend, so most of them are guys. And you know, I have a few female friends that I stay in touch with, but at the end of the day, you know, women can screw you over just as much as men can screw you over. So at the end of the day, only have people in your life that you want in your life, and don't feel like you have to have people in your life. I guess when it comes to friendships, I would say quality is better than quantity. When it comes to anything, quality is always better than quantity. If you did a Dear Me video or want to give advice to your younger self, or just want to let me know what kind of advice you would give to your younger self, please leave it in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you, and I would love to see your videos. You know, I know International Women's Day is over, but we should live International Women's Day every day, or International People Day, like just everybody out there supporting each other. I think that would be phenomenal. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you learned something either about me or maybe something for yourself. And be sure to like this video and give me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my blog everydaystarlet.com. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time.